When it comes to plug-and-play voice quality, USB mics have never been better. But which ones actually make you sound like a pro without needing a soundproof studio? It's Adam here from the Honest Gadget. And after digging through forums, reviews, and way too many test clips, we've narrowed it down to our top 7 USB mics for every creator, whether you're streaming, podcasting, mixing, or on a tight budget. Stick around to find your perfect match, including 2 popular picks that you might want to pass on. And as always, check the description below for links to the latest prices and deals. After much deliberation, our number 1 pick is the Rode PodMic USB, a rare blend of pro features, rugged design, and long-term value. Built like a tank, it sports an all-metal body, grille, and mount. It's essentially the classic PodMic reborn with both USB-C and XLR, so you can plug into a laptop today and an interface tomorrow. Over USB, it packs serious tools: onboard DSP for compression, EQ, and noise gating. Rode calls the main settings depth, sparkle, and punch. Dial in your tone in Rode Central or Rode Connect. Then forget it. Your settings save to the mic for consistent sound across devices, even without software. You also get zero latency monitoring via the headphone jack, easy volume control, and tight Rode Connect integration to mix multiple USB mics, system audio, and a soundboard. Basically a mini virtual Rodecaster. The sound is mid-forward, punchy, and clear. And as a dynamic mic, it cuts through the mix and handles noisy, untreated rooms far better than most USB condensers. Now for the caveats. You can't use USB and XLR at the same time. When USB is active, XLR is muted. Shock rejection isn't great unless you use a boom arm. And while the tone is clean and strong, it won't win over vocalists looking for airy highs or studio warmth. But for creators who want plug-and-play ease, detailed control, and future-proof versatility in one durable package, the Rode PodMic USB is simply unmatched at this price. And that's why it's our number 1 pick. If you can stretch your budget beyond the Rode PodMic USB, the Shure MV7 Plus is the next best thing. It delivers that smooth radio host tone and gives you room to grow with dual USB and XLR. You can plug straight into your laptop today, then connect to a pro interface down the line without ever upgrading your hardware. Being a dynamic mic, it naturally rejects background noise. Great for home offices with fans, echo, or clicky keyboards. You get zero latency monitoring, and Shure's Motive Mix software handles polish with auto level, denoising, and plosive control. The updated foam windscreen and tap-to-mute light strip on the front are nice touches too. You can also tweak your tone with a few simple sliders, make your voice warmer, brighter, or fuller, and even record USB and XLR simultaneously. That means you can stream with a ready-to-go USB mix while capturing a clean, unprocessed backup through XLR for later editing. A couple of notes: the touch strip only mutes, no gain control, and is easy to brush accidentally. And like most broadcast mics, it sounds best 2 to 3 inches away on a boom arm, slightly off-center from your mouth. All things considered, the Shure MV7 Plus stands out as a premium, future-proof mic that's equally great for beginners who want instant polish, and for pros who need flexibility. We understand if you're torn between choosing the Shure MV7 Plus and the Rode PodMic USB. Both are dynamic mics with USB-C and XLR connectivity, built for creators who want pro-level sound without a full studio, but they offer very different experiences. The Shure MV7 Plus is all about ease. It gives you polished, radio-ready tone right out of the box with built-in tools like auto gain and denoising. Perfect for creators who want to sound great without diving into software. The Rode PodMic USB, on the other hand, is built for control. With Rode's DSP and software suite, you can fine-tune your sound and save those settings straight to the mic. Great for consistency across setups. Tonally, the PodMic is tighter and more mid-forward, making it ideal for untreated rooms. It's not as lush on the low end as the Shure, but it compensates with clarity, and it's built like a tank. Overall, if you want polished vocals with minimal fuss, the Shure MV7 Plus is the plug-and-play studio in a box. But for creators who care about build quality, deep customization, and future-proof value, the Rode PodMic USB is still our number 1 pick. If the previous 2 picks are a little too high for your budget, The Samsung Q2U might be what you're looking for and represents our top budget and value pick. For under $100, it gives you a solid starting point with room to grow. Plug in via USB today, then upgrade to XLR down the line without replacing your mic. You also get a headphone jack for true zero latency monitoring, plus a desktop tripod and foam windscreen in the box. The Q2U is a dynamic cardioid mic, which means it naturally rejects room noise, better than most USB condensers. Work it close, about 2 to 3 inches, angled slightly off axis, and you'll get that warm radio tone without sounding muddy. Of course, there are minor trade-offs at this price. Plosive rejection is weak if you talk directly into it, but a $10 pop filter and slight mic positioning fix that. The top end can get a little sharp on the sibilant voices, and the mini stand transmits desk noise easily. So mounting it on a boom arm is a must for best results. Also, the headphone output doesn't have a blend knob, so keep your system and app volumes low if you're monitoring yourself loudly. It may not be the prettiest or most refined mic out there, but the Samsung Q2U punches well above its price. If you're new to voice recording and want something you won't outgrow, this is the one to grab. If you're shopping for USB mics, you've probably come across the massively popular Logitech Blue Yeti and the newer Yeti GX. But after digging into real-world testing and feedback, we suggest skipping both. Let's start with the Blue Yeti. Launched back in 2009, it became a go-to beginner mic for its plug-and-play simplicity and multi-pattern versatility. But it's showing its age. The mini USB port is outdated and fragile. The stock stand is awkward and amplifies desk noise. And being a large diaphragm condenser, it picks up everything, including fans, keyboards, and room echo, especially in untreated spaces. With a boom arm and pop filter, it can sound decent. But in most home setups, it's more frustrating than flattering, and reliability issues with the port still linger. Then there's the Yeti GX, Logitech's flashy gaming-focused reboot. It adds RGB lighting and a smart audio lock to prevent clipping. But under the hood, the fundamentals aren't strong. The tone lacks low-end presence, the mids are congested, and the highs can get grainy. It sounds more like a premium gaming headset than a broadcast mic. Worse still, it lacks a headphone jack, so no zero latency monitoring. And the stand transmits every bump and keystroke. While the dynamic capsule improves background rejection over the original Yeti, the sound and missing features just don't justify the price. If you're streaming on Twitch or YouTube and want clean audio and control without dropping more than $200, this is it. The Elgato Wave 3 is a USB condenser mic that punches above its weight. It's tuned for streamers, with crisp, clear sound and onboard controls that are actually useful. The cardioid pickup pattern keeps background noise in check, and a built-in clip guard protects your audio when things get loud. But the real win? The WaveLink software. It turns your mic into a full-blown digital mixer. You can balance game audio, music, Discord, and your mic separately, so your stream hears one mix while your headphones hear another. It's simple, flexible, and works natively with OBS and Streamlabs. Physically, it's light and a bit plasticky, but the included stand is sturdy. Still, mount it on a boom arm and speak 3 to 6 inches off axis for best sound. There's a touch-sensitive mute button on top and real-time headphone monitoring on the back. Plosives can be an issue, so angle it slightly off-mouth or add a pop filter. But for streamers who want pro-level control without a studio setup, the Wave 3 nails it. Smart features, great software, and solid sound. For creators who stream first and record second, this is one of the best USB mics out there. Let's wrap this up with 3 ultra-budget USB microphones that deliver surprisingly solid voice quality for shockingly little. We're talking around $50, or even less when on sale, for gear that sounds way more expensive than it is. Of the 3, the Fifine AmpliGame AM8 feels the most complete. It's a dynamic USB and XLR mic with a cardioid pattern, and it ships with a surprisingly generous kit: USB-C cable, metal desktop stand, windscreen, and thread adapter for standard boom arms. Design-wise, it offers tap to mute with LED status, onboard gain and headphone volume controls, and customizable RGB lighting that can be disabled for a cleaner look. The build is sturdy with a metal grille, though the features like RGB and monitoring only work when connected via USB, not XLR. Placed correctly, it delivers a natural, slightly warm tone with decent noise rejection, ideal for streaming or podcasting in untreated rooms. Next up, we have the Razer Siren V3 Mini, a small, stylish mic that is tuned for clarity. It uses a supercardioid pattern, focusing tightly on your voice while rejecting side noise, making it a standout in noisy environments. The tone leans bright and crisp, helping speech cut through clearly, though the upper mids can sound a bit recessed depending on your voice. Its minimalist design keeps your desk clean, but the capsule sits far from your mouth on the stock stand, so pairing it with a cheap boom arm helps reduce room echo. Build quality is solid for the price, and setup is plug-and-play over USB-C. Convenience features include a tap-to-mute capacitive sensor with an LED indicator, a nice touch at this price, though there's no headphone jack for zero latency monitoring. Still, at this price, the Siren V3 Mini punches well above its price and size. Rounding out the trio, we have the HyperX SoloCast, which is a USB-C cardioid condenser that keeps things simple but effective. It supports 24-bit and 96 kHz capture, has a responsive tap-to-mute button with a clear LED indicator, and uses standard threading for boom arms. The build is light plastic with a metal grille. Durable yet practical. Sound-wise, it's clean and slightly warm in the low mids, with a gentle lift in the upper mids for clarity. The stock stand can transfer bumps, and plosive protection is average without a pop filter. There's no headphone jack, and the mute toggle makes a faint click. But overall, it's a fuss-free, feature-smart mic that performs well when positioned right. We hope this guide helped you find the perfect USB microphone, or at least pointed you toward the ones truly worth considering. Whether you're a podcaster, streamer, or just want to level up your audio game, there's a solid pick here for everyone. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.